In this video clip, I'm going to give you a preview of the material we're going to cover in Chapter 4. Chapter 4 introduces us to the basics of microeconomic theory. And so we're going to discuss market demand, market supply, market equilibrium, price controls, and I'm going to introduce new material not found explicitly in Chapter 4 on social welfare analysis, but also so let me discuss market demand. We're going to introduce demand factors that can influence demand. We're going to introduce this basic economic concept called the law of demand. And related to the law of demand, we're going to talk about a change in quantities demanded as well as a change in demand. I'm going to graphically illustrate all these concepts. The same template we've used to discuss market demand, we're going to use to discuss market supply. I'm going to define supply factors. We're going to introduce a kissing cousin to the law of demand called the law of supply. We're also going to graphically illustrate and define a change in quantity supplied versus a change in supply. And that's going to lead us to begin to discuss market equilibrium. Market equilibrium is where quantity demanded equals quantity supplied at a market equilibrium price. We're going to introduce another pricing concept called market price. We're going to graphically illustrate the difference between a market price and a market equilibrium price. We're also going to introduce the market or price system. Now, the market or price system is not explicitly mentioned in Chapter 4, so that's going to be new material that we're going to talk about. I'm going to define the market system or the price system. I'm going to graphically illustrate the market and or price system. We're also going to talk about price controls. Price controls are interventions in the market system. In other words, they do not allow the market system to function. Price controls lead to this big picture issue. They introduce economic inefficiency. So whether we're talking about price floor as an example of a price control or a price ceiling, what they have in common, they introduce economic inefficiency. We're going to define both of these concepts and we're going to graphically illustrate them as well. I'm going to introduce new material not found in Chapter 4 that deals with social welfare analysis. Social welfare analysis serves as a cornerstone of public policy analysis. We have a social welfare problem on Angel.